Good morning, children. How are you all? Very good. So, you all are fine. I'm so happy to hear that. Studying hard, children? Okay, very good. So, today's lesson, we are not afraid to die. If we can all be together, this is for class 11. First, let's have a look at the summary, children. So, let's begin. The narrator and his wife plan a voyage around the world like famous Captain James Cook. They have been preparing and perfecting their seafaring skills for the past 16 years. They get a ship which is 23 meters long and weighs 30 tons, wooden hulled, named Wave Walker. They test in the rough weather for months together. In July 1976, they all start their journey from Plymouth, England. They sail from Africa to Cape Town, which was quite a pleasant journey. Before heading east, the narrator hired 2 crewmen, Larry Vigil and Herb Sagler, to help them tackle one of the roughest sea, the Southern Indian Ocean. They encounter strong and alarming waves during the second day. By December 25th, they all managed to reach 35,000 kilometers east of Cape Town. The family somehow manages to surpass the bad weather and celebrates Christmas together. The first portion of the journey, that is about 105,000 kilometers up to Cape Town, passed off very enjoyably. Then what happened on the second day? Out of Cape Town, they started to encounter strong windstorms. Windstorms did not worry about the narrator, but the height of the waves was alarming, up to 15 meters. Above that was as high as the main mast. On the 25th of December, the writer's ship reaches the Southern Indian Ocean. That was about 3,500 kilometers to the east of the Cape Town. The family welcomed the new year on the ship. Let's see what happens after that. At the dawn means what, children? Early morning. At the dawn of 2nd January, the waves were huge in size. So now they have to face huge waves. Unfriendly weather and massive waves forced the sailors to slow the speed of the ship. The storm jib and take the various other precautions, So that is what happens. Drop the storm jib and take various other precautions. The risk was obvious that the sailors accomplished a life raft drill, attached the lifeline boats and the life jackets. Unexpectedly at 6 p.m., a terrific explosion shook the Wave Walker and the writer was thrown overboard. The Wave Walker was about to overturn. Then another massive wave hit it, throwing it upright one more time. The writer was thrown back again on the deck. His head, oh my God, ribs were smashing, touching the walls of the Wave Walker. So he's in serious trouble now. The writer, in spite of a lot of injuries, the writer took charge of the situation and decided to handle it in his own way. Larry and Herb started pumping out water from the ship because water had all gone inside. the author somehow managed to cover the canvas across the gaps to stop the water from entering into the ship. Moreover, their hand pumps stopped functioning and the electric pumps short-circuited at the same time. Luckily, the writer found a spare electrical pump that was in a working condition. The entire night, everyone was pumping, steering, repairing, and sending radio signals for help. So now they are in need of help, great help. Their life is at stake now, in danger. The author checked the charts and found that Amsterdam, a French scientific base, was their last hope. So this is what happened. Sue and John got heavily injured, but they were not afraid to die if they were all together. Sue's head got swelling and she was having a deep injury. Moreover, the writer became extra determined to see the courage of his children. Finally, they were able to touch the lie Amsterdam. It was a volcanic island where 28 inhabitants were ready to receive them. So, the conclusion of we are not afraid to die if we can all be together. To sum up, we are not afraid to die if we can all be together. We can say the collective power of unity and the never failing confidence of the sailors. You know what happened? Sailors made it possible for them to survive and come out from the jaws of death. Children, I have some MCQ type questions for you, okay? Very important. Now, the CBSE set pattern is this type, lot of MCQ type questions are going to be included in your examination paper. So, let's revise the same type. Not the same question, the same type. So, I have some MCQs for you. Let's begin. From where did the ship sail for the voyage? See, children, this is the question, right? And you have 4 options given for that. America, Mexico, Germany, Plymouth, England. Okay, tick the right answer. I'll give you the answers afterwards. You keep ticking the right answer, children. And afterwards, check your score. Next one. Why did the author decide to go for a round the world voyage? A. To duplicate the voyage made 200 years ago by Captain James Cook. B. To see the world. C. To settle down in a different country. Okay, children. Now, so the 4th option, children, to show his children the world through ship. Okay, the 3rd one. You keep ticking the answer, children, okay? I'll show you the answers afterwards and then you can match and see. And then see what your score is and do some corrections if required. The 3rd one. What was the occupation of the author? Businessman, sailor, teacher, none of the above. So for every question you have 4 options. You have to tick the correct answer, children. I hope you understood that. Okay. Now, what was the name of the ship of the author? Amazon, Wave Walker, Wave Ship, Sailor Ship. So, tick the right answer. The next question, children. What part of the journey was pleasant for them? Again, you have 4 options. First leg from England to Cape Town. Last part of the journey. First few months. Never. So, tick the right answer, children. I hope you got it right. The next one, children. What were the names of the 2 crewmen whom the author hired? Shelley and Cable. Larry Vigil and Herb Sigler. Herb Sigler and Shelley Cooper. Larry Vigil and Adam Moore. So, Tick the right answer. Now we move on to the next question, children. Why did the author hire the 2 crewmen? Again, you have 4 options given here. You have to choose the correct option, children. Take your time to read the 4 options. You have 4 options given there: A, B, C and D. Okay, now the next one. When did the waves start getting gigantic? Do you know the meaning of gigantic? Huge. Gigantic means huge, very big. You have 4 options: December 25th, January 2nd, November 30th, December 31st. Take the right answer. We move on to the next one, children. What did they do to slow down the boat in the storm? Stop sailing, dropped the storm jib and lashed a heavy mooring rope. Just dropped the storm jib, did nothing and waited for storm to calm down. So read the options and take the correct answer. We move on to the next one, children. What was the first indication of disaster? Again, you have 4 options there. Around 6 p.m. when winds dropped and sky grew darker. B. Next morning when the ship started creaking. When it started raining, when winds were strong. So you have 4 options for this particular question. For all the questions, there are 4 options. What are you supposed to do? Take the correct answer. Next one, children. What happened after the first indication of the disaster? A wave appeared vertical and almost twice the height of other waves. It broke the ship from inside. The ship turned upside down. It didn't affect the ship. So these are the 4 options. You have to take the correct option, children. Now we move on to the next question, children. How did the explosion affect the ship? 4 options. A torrent of green and white water broke over the ship. Next option. The ship started sinking. C. The ship turned upside down. D. None of the above. So here again you have to take the correct answer, the right option. Now we move on to the next question, children. Why did the author accept his approaching death? A. Pirates had attacked the ship. B. Because he was injured by the explosion. C. He was thrown in the sea. D. He was stabbed. So take the correct answer, children. Next one. What did the author see when his head popped out of the water? So you have 4 options here. The ship was sinking. The next option, the ship was nowhere to be seen. The ship was near capsizing. Capsize, to go underwater, to sink. Her masts almost horizontal. It was still standing. So you have to take the correct option, the right answer. Next we move on to the next question, children. What happened to the author's body when he managed to reach the deck? His head smashed again. His left ribs cracked. Mouth filled with blood and broken teeth. He broke his leg. Broke his left hand. You have to take the correct option, children. Okay. Out of the 4 options, 1 is correct. So you have to tick it, children. Who said we are sinking? His crewman, Mary, his daughter, his son. So these are the options. You have to take the correct answer, children. What was the condition of the ship? Broken timbers, starboard side bulged inwards, clothes, crockery, charts, tins and toys sloshed. Their personal belongings were missing. Water filled in every room and their clothes were missing. Can't say. What happened to Sue when the author entered their room to check on them? See, you have 4 options there, okay? Then the next option you have. Okay. So, 18th one. What happened to Sue when the author entered their room to check on them? Again, you have 4 options given there. Okay? Tick the right answer. 19th one. What was the age of Suzanne and Jonathan? See. Go through the question properly and then take the right answer, children. How did the author manage to stretch the canvas? By repairing the holes, by asking crewmen for help. It happened on its own. The problem got over as the storm had passed. 21st. What happened after the hand pump started to block up with the debris floating around the cabins? Children, the pronunciation of D-E-B-R-I-S is debris, not debris, okay? The author connected an electric pump to an outpipe by taking out water with the help of bucket. By repairing hand pump, the author found another hand pump. Where did they decide to reach to save themselves and the ship? Australia, Isle Amsterdam, Mumbai, India, Japan. What was their meal in 2 days? Meat loaves, bread and milk, noodles, corned beef and cracker biscuits. Take the right answer, children. Don't forget to do that. Who said we aren't afraid to die if we can all be together? You and Mummy, Sue and I. John, crewman to each other, Sue's mom. When did they reach Isle Amsterdam? Around 6 p.m. in the evening. Never reached there. At 11 the next morning, they decided to take different route. What is the status of the ship on January 3rd? Pumps had the water level sufficiently under control. Condition was getting worse. They were still struggling to control. So children, you have to get to control the pumps. Everything was just right. How long did they take for the ship's testing and fitting? Months, few days, 2 years, few weeks. Where had they reached on the 25th of December? 3,500 kilometers east of Cape Town. They were suffering the waves away from Cape Town. 2,500 kilometers from Cape Town. Reached Cape Town. Take the right answer, children. What happened when the author's head smashed into the wheel? He was hurt but steady. He flew overboard, sinking below the waves. He was not hurt. He gained control immediately. What does Mayday call mean? Call made in the month of May. Distress call for help. Both A and B. Both A and B. Then the next one, none of these. Okay, children, I have the answer key for you, children. Can you see that, children? Now you match and see. I'm sure you must have got all correct, children. See? Look at the answers there, children. Check how many are correct. Are you checking? Yeah, very good. See, these are the answers for 8th, 9th and 10th, children. Did you get them right? Very good. Children, I have some assignment for you, the same type of questions, okay? Have a look, note down, and you have to complete it, children. What happened when the author's head smashed into the wheel? See, 4 options are there. Note down, take the right answer. I'm not going to give you the answers. You have to do it because this is an assignment for you. Okay, have a look at the next question, children. Again, 4 options are there. How long did it take for the ship's testing and fitting? 4 options. Take the right answer. I'm not going to give you the answer, children. You have to do it. Third one. When did they reach Isle Amsterdam? Again, you have 4 options. You can see there. Yes, children, take the right answer. Then you have the next question with 4 options, children. I hope you are noting down. Then you have the next question, that is question number 5. Again with 4 options, children. Very important, this type of MCQ you are going to be getting in the examination. You are going to get in the examination. Okay. Okay, next. The next question, children. You have to be familiar with this type of pattern. Very easy provided you read the text, provided you read the story thoroughly. Next one, children, that is the 7th question. Please note down and take the right answer, children. I hope you are noting down. Okay, children, that's question number 8. Next, we have question number 9. Again with 4 options, children. What are you supposed to do? Take the right option. Yes. Very easy. Aren't these questions easy, children? Yes, very easy. Again, this question has 4 options, children. You can see there. So now we move on to the next question, children. This is question number 11. This is 12 with 4 options, children. So I have shown you so many questions, MCQ type. I have given you some assignment also, children. Don't forget to complete it, children. That's all. Thank you. Goodbye.